Good morning, everyone. I am Frederick Salimi. I am the trainer of ADEPP Academy. Today, I would like to show you our generic version of Pacify Protection. If you need to customize this training course, please contact Dr. Fabian Salimi at fabian@adepp.com or go to the www.adepp.online. So the purpose of this training course is to understand the company's philosophies and requirement for design, selection, and use of the passive protection system for your installation. It can be onshore or offshore. This training also set out the company's requirement for the PFP system. Applicability: this training course applies to both onshore and offshore, primary structural members and indoor structural members, enclosure involved in emergency response and escape and rescue, enclosed process area, auto partitions, process and storage, vessel and tanks, pipes, riser and EST, valves, and local instrumentation. We will discuss about all of these things in this training course. So let's see, say, a brief video about what is PFP, and then I continue my training.
This allowed Chartek to further develop its product offer for the onshore oil and gas market. Building on a reputation for long-term fire and corrosion protection, Chartek 1709 was specifically developed to provide optimum performance against the UL 1709 onshore fire test standard. Offering superior performance for hydrocarbon pool fires, reduced mesh requirements and lower loadings, Chartek 1709 greatly reduces installed costs.
Chartek products tend to have lower loadings, which is the thicknesses, than other products. So it's a quicker product to apply, and also it's more economical.
Durable and lightweight, Chartek 1709 allows off-site application, providing flexibility in build schedules for structural engineers and construction managers. In 2004, International's lab in Felling, North East England further expanded its furnace capacity. This ongoing investment into the passive fire protection market led to the introduction of Chartek 8. Specifically designed for hydrocarbon pool fires in offshore environments, with improved performance for divisions, Chartek 8 has no mesh requirements for up to 1 hour and allows applied thicknesses to be minimised, aiding constructability while still providing long-term fire and corrosion protection. In 2008, International recognised the need for greater research into solutions for the fast-growing LNG market. Testing showed that by using International's Intertherm's 7050 spray insulation with Chartek as a duplex system, it was possible to provide fire protection and mitigate against the dangers of cryogenic spill, which can result in steel embrittlement. Working in these areas, it became apparent that oil and gas customers had an increasing need for complete fire engineering solutions, which assessed and computer-modelled the particular requirements of ever more complex projects. In response to this, International formed its fire engineering team, a group dedicated to overcoming fire protection problems faced by its customers. Fire protection was also incorporated into Interplan, a tool which provides a predictive assessment of when in-situ fire protection systems need to be refurbished. 2011 sees International making massive investment in its passive fire protection R&D capability. The opening of a €7 million fire protection lab at the UK Felling site demonstrates International's commitment to the passive fire protection market. With 5 furnaces capable of carrying out a range of loaded and unloaded tests, dedicated application areas and state-of-the-art R&D labs, the new facility will support further development of International's complete fire engineering approach, delivering services and products tested to meet the high standards the industry expects. With unrivaled heritage, facilities, and most importantly, people, Chartec continues to lead the market towards safer, more efficient fireproofing solutions.
Briefly, the standards about the passive fire protection. There are certain things about the ISO, UL, about API, and IMO, NFPA 33, and in UCOA and other, and SOLAS, you can get more information about the PFP for the installation. So general requirement for passive fire protection is the aim is to minimize the spread of fire, its duration, the damage caused, and more specifically, safety to life. Is why safety to life is to protect personnel on installation against hydrocarbon fire and jet fire, and to protect part of the escape routes, evacuation and rescue means as necessary. Mitigation is to protect equipment and critical element and structural members, to protect explosion and delay event of bellevue or on pressure vessels, to minimize fire escalation, and to provide degree of protection to assist the emergency response activities. So additional, so these are the safety to environmental asset. So all of these things we will discuss it with our client to see what is required for the PFE in their installation. And functional requirement is the performance of PFE in terms of resistance. We will discuss about this in period of times in minute during which PFP protect the structure before the first critical behavior is observed. This we call it the PFP rating, and we will all of these things we will look at your philosophies and studies, and then we come up with something that is applicable for your project. Performance criteria, we discuss about the performance criteria about stability, integrity, and installations. And we use 3 standards for fires. Is cellulosic fire. We have hydrocarbon fire, and these are which we call it HF, and jet fire. Jet fire is we call them jet and jet F. So here we give a name of the test and certificate in different countries. And finally, we can look at the list of the PFP materials from the different vendors, and we discuss it with the company which type of product they used for their installation. And also we give the example of PFP products classification. For example, when we say H60, that means it resists to 60-minute hydrocarbon pool fire. H100 is 2 hours. And so these are all these temperature, hydrocarbon, and duration. For example, this is JF, means jet fire for 350 and 30 minutes. So these are the requirement for the duration is we define it later when you see your installation based on risk assessment and what you have, if it is okay or not. So these are the typical examples that we look at in your installation. how we create a pacifier protection workspace to work with the ADEPP Academy trainers and the company. Company insert all the informations about the pacifier protection in this directory. They upload it here, and just by clicking here, they upload the documents. And then ADEPP Academy will update the materials and the e-courses. When it finishes, it will they will give the for discussion. They put the e-courses here like this. You create a new one, and we click here and we insert the whether web link or the documents for the discussion. And then company can go through this and then put all the comments related to this, or insert new comments on the PDF, etc. So this is the way that we work for this. When the approved e-course was finalized, we will send it to the company employee, and the company employee will have possibility to arrange the team meeting with schedule the meeting with the ADEPP Academy experts. And after that, after 1 year and successful interview, the personnel will get the certificate of the pacifier protection skill.